So Mike Richards has been fired as the host of Jeopardy just 9 days after getting the gig. Now, Sony Pictures TV confirmed that Richards, Sony TV, served as the executive producer of the show, that he'd be stepping down from his role. The news of Richards' departure came just 1 day after an investigation was called for the Defamation League, sorry, I can't say that word. It was followed by a report of the Ringer of his offensive and sexist comments, and they gave him the boot. Now, to me, I was confused because I wasn't really following this story very closely, and I was always thinking like, so who the hell is the host of Jeopardy? Like, at one point, I heard it was LeVar Burton, then I heard it was Aaron Rodgers, then I heard it was Mayim Bialik. Like, who the hell is hosting this show now? Like, I didn't know. I was confused. I'm like, wait a minute. I thought the other person was the host, but first of all, rest in peace, Alex Trebek. But I feel like, honestly, since Alex Trebek and Jeopardy they're just synonymous. They go two hand in hand. I feel like, honestly, let's just go ahead and end Jeopardy. I mean, I understand and respect its place and culture, but since the man is gone, let's just go ahead and call it a day. Jeopardy is what it is. It was good for what it was, but let's call it a day. Or maybe we just rename it something else. I don't know. But this whole host thing, man, y'all got to figure this out. Because if not, it's going to end up being Steve Harvey. Or Kevin Hart, or somebody we don't really want. But that's just me. Ladies and gentlemen, blurs and nerds, freaks and geeks, this is Do You Speak Geek, episode 91. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is your boy Nix, and this is Do You Speak Geek. Big shout out to everyone who has been listening to the show thus far. Y'all are my family. Y'all are my friends. I love y'all. Thank you for rocking with DYSG. And to all new listeners and subscribers, welcome to Do You Speak Geek. This is the podcast where we bring you all the latest and greatest as far as news and reviews in the nerd and geek realm. Shout out to all the major podcast outlets, especially the home team Spreaker. Shout out to Spreaker. If you're listening to us, you're probably on Spreaker, but if not, there are other major podcast outlets out there, and we are on all of them. So wherever you get your podcasts, please be sure to check out Do You Speak Geek. DoYouSpeakGeek.com. It is the central hub for everything DYSG. We have blogs, we have merch, we have videos, we have photos, we have a lot of things coming soon to Do You Speak Geek. So please, when you get the opportunity, hit that browser, type in DoYouSpeakGeek.com, even save it as a favorite. We'd appreciate that. Follow us on social media, Facebook at DYSGFB, Twitter at DYSG_tweets, and Instagram at Do You Speak Geek. For those of you who've been rocking with the Instagram page, you guys missed, if you did miss it, then shame on you. But if not, you guys saw an incredible, and I mean incredible, interview between the boy Prince Dono and the amazing cosplayer Violet Verse. They are indeed the future of blurred culture, so please go check that out if you have not yet. And also YouTube, the only place where you can see the Dono and Daddy show. Please be sure to subscribe, like, Hulk, smash that bell for all notifications and leave your comments. We want to know what you think. Me and Dono have some things cooking up for y'all, and we hope you love them. I can't lie, y'all. This is going to be a good show. It's jam-packed. It's going to be a good one. And let's just do what we do by this time, y'all. Y'all know what we do. Let's speak geek.
Suit up.
I want to be the very best.
Talk nerdy to me.
All right, folks, we got reviews coming at you at rapid fire. Madden NFL 22 takes a small and unimpressive first step into the new generation of consoles with its even better new ideas. It's kind of hobbled in poor execution. Madden, once again, you either like it or you don't. It's one of those things. Reminiscence. Hugh Jackman and Rebecca Ferguson's undeniable chemistry scorches and reminisce, and a film noir thriller. It explores the desire to relive the past. It's for longing, it's for love, it's for grief. Yeah, I think it's a dope movie. Check it out when you get a chance. The Pixel 5a. It makes some smart yet unexciting tweaks that set it up as a very strong mid-range phone. If you are a fan of the Pixel, definitely you're gonna love it. Nothing too excitingly new about it, but yeah, you'll love it. I guarantee it. The Deer King. It may feel familiar to fans of the Studio Ghibli, but it's made with such dedication to the craft and the story that it results in a brand new experience full of heart and action. So check that out and get an opportunity as well. The Protege. I really had high hopes for this movie, but it was bad. Like it was like it had to be bad on purpose. Right ingredients, nice ensemble cast, it just did not work. I'm sorry. Shout out Samuel Jackson, but this just did not work. 12 minutes, injecting a compelling time loop mystery into a traditional point-and-click adventure game to create original gameplay that complements its story and curiosity factor. So, great game, check it out. Annette, a surreal, sensuous glam rock musical. It features powerful performances, intricate design, and a hypnotic puppet child who sings. So you gotta love that, right? And finally, Sweet Girl. It's a front-loaded with fun action, and it has a great performance by Jason Momoa as a widow seeking revenge against a pharma CEO. It's the story loses steam a little bit before being replaced by an entirely different movie, but you know, it was decent enough. So check that out and get an opportunity, right? All right, people. The big story this week has got to be undeniably CM Punk returns to professional wrestling with AEW. CM Punk officially arrived in All Elite Wrestling on this past Friday night on AEW Rampage, opening the show with his trademark cult of personality entrance. Punk has not wrestled in an official capacity since leaving the WWE back in 2014. In the years that followed, he was asked numerous times if his wrestling career was over, and while he never truly slammed the doors shut, it took him several years to finally make the jump back into the business. If you all saw this moment, it's one of those moments where it will go down not just in the history of AEW, but it will go down in the history of wrestling. I mean, at one point, this guy jumped into the crowd. People in the crowd were in tears, and it's like, at one point I'm thinking, okay, these people are crying because they really miss Punk, but then I had to sit and think about it, like, these guys in the crowd, these people in the crowd, they're like in their 20s. Last time they saw CM Punk, they were teenagers going through their angst and stuff, right? You know, going through just typical teenage shit. At one point, CM Punk was called the voice of the voiceless. When your voice leaves, you kind of feel abandoned. There's a void there that CM Punk left when he left professional wrestling. And now that he's back, those emotions just hit really hard and different. So I totally understand the tears. Punk cut an amazing promo before calling out Darby Allin. The match is set for All Out in September, and I cannot wait. CM Punk is back, and business is about to pick up. Shout out to AEW, shout out to Tony Khan. Man, y'all are set for life with this one. This was a moment, absolutely. All right, let's jump into my favorite portion of the show. Y'all know the vibes. Source Wall.
Man, you come right out of a comic book.
Behold the source wall.
Can you read, my son?
Well, that depends.
There is nothing wrong with reading a story and looking at the pictures.
Enough said, Stan. Let's hop right into it. The pull list this week, we have the Avengers Annual #1. The last secret of the Infinity Stones and Infinity Stones bearers is revealed here. Meet the new character who beats Captain America and Iron Man within an inch of their lives. What saves them? This character's other desires. Also in the issue, the conclusion of Infinite Fury. So, you want to see how this ends with the Infinity Stones and these new characters? This is where you want to jump in. Robin #5. It's a Robin reunion. Nightwing, Red Hood, Tim Drake, and spoiler guest star as they track Damian down with a plan to bring the young hero back to Gotham, back to the family. But the son of Batman plans to win the Lazarus tournament and refuses to return. Of course, typical Damian. What starts as a happy reunion quickly turns into a Robin Rumble. Haha, see what they did there, that was cool. Alliteration, you gotta love it. Superman, son of Kal-El, number 2, Jonathan Kent, now dons his father's cape. But can he be Superman and still have a normal life? It's tough in this modern world. Danger is everywhere. The new Superman learns this the hard way on his first day of college, and a deadly attack forces John to step from the shadows and into the spotlight, where his identity is exposed to the truth, and activate an activist news machine ready to upset everything. But first, the son of Kal-El still has some things to learn from his father, and a few cool toys to inherit. Ask yourself, what would you do with your very own Fortress of Solitude? I know what I would do. This all-new chapter in the legacy of the Man of Steel has only just begun to reveal its surprises. Oh, yeah, man. Oh, this one I've been waiting for. King Spawn number 1. A historical new ongoing Spawn series. The launch of this book nearly 3 decades in the making further expands the Spawn universe with a growing presence of hell, heaven, and heroes here on Earth. A classic villain from Spawn's past has begun asserting his powers on Earth by corrupting as many souls as possible. And only Spawn knows that only Spawn knows it exists. Continuing the dramatic battles from Spawn Universe number 1, this is where it all begins. Do not miss out. The last time a new ongoing Spawn series launched was in 1992, and that gave us Spawn. But people, King Spawn, if you do not have this book pre-ordered at your comic book store, you are probably not going to be able to walk in and get a copy. I'm just putting that out there right now. This is one to get. Trust me, you are going to want to have this one in your collection. Icon and Rocket Season 1 number 2. Who is the mysterious Zamora? She's an attorney with a unique set of skills. And if you're Raquel Rocket Irving, she's who you want in your corner when the United States government comes knocking on your door, asking questions about your friendship with the all-powerful alien known as Icon. A secret identity doesn't get you far with every intelligence operation in the world is hunting you down. I'm loving Milestone. I'll just put that out there right now. And finally, I have Winter Guard number 1. Russia is cleaning house, and when the Red Guardian starts hunting down state secrets, he puts himself right back in his home country's crosshairs, dragging the White Widow along with him. But the motherland has new heroes now, and not even the Red Room could have prepared Alexei and Yelena for the Winter Guard's retribution. Bold twist and bombastic action abound as Jason Aaron Winter's Guard tracks down 2 of Russia's dirtiest secrets. Don't miss the chills and thrills of Ryan Cady and Jan Bazula's new epic thriller. This is, I think, spun right out of the pages of the Black Widow movie. I think it'll be a good book, so please check that out from Marvel. And also, everything that I mentioned here, please be sure to go pick up this Wednesday at your local comic book store. Now, with Source Wall News, Marvel's head of X, Jonathan Hickman, is leaving the X-Men line. Marvel's head of X is advocating his position. Jonathan Hickman is he turned X-Men into the hottest superhero franchise in comics when he relaunched the line back when he did House of X and Power of X miniseries. He went on to help chart the course for a large and cohesive X-Men line featuring 6 or more titles at one time. He helmed the ongoing X-Men series and relaunched the New Mutant series, but he has since moved on from both books, and we now know that the upcoming X-Men Inferno event, it will be his last. The X-Men will go through a process similar to that one that led Hickman's time of head of X, with a weekly X-Men event series starting in January that will lead into another X-Men line-wide relaunch. As for Hickman, he's moving on to his, quote, next big Marvel thing. Well, I am definitely looking forward to whatever his next big thing is, but another X-Men relaunch? Come on, man. This is why X-Men can't be great again. We keep relaunching X-Men. Like, stop. Stop. Just do something that gives consistency. That's all I want from my X-Men. The X-Men is a great book. It can be back on top again. Because in the 90s, the X-Men was definitely a better book than anything from Avengers. But, like I said, I'm excited for Hickman, but I'm kind of mourning for X-Men right now. Let's watch this.
Watch this, y'all. Thunder! Thunder! Thunder!
Lannister always pays his debts.
Whoa, dude.
I am the villain of the story.
Alright, folks. Dominique Thorne's Riri Williams will debut in Black Panther Wakanda Forever. Now, that's the sequel to Black Panther coming up soon, and she has been added to the cast. The actress will be playing Ironheart in Marvel Cinematic Universe. Thorne had previously been announced as the MCU's Riri Williams for the Hero's self-titled Ironheart series coming to Disney+. Marvel Studios president and the one person I trust just as much as Jesus, Kevin Feige, has confirmed to comicbook.com that Thorne will make her MCU debut as Ironheart ahead of the release of the title series. Black Panther Wakanda Forever recently began production in Atlanta. Ryan Coogler returned to direct following the huge success of the first movie back in 2018. In the wake of T'Challa actor Chadwick Boseman's passing, the original cast, Letitia Wright, Angela Bassett, Diana Gruyer, Florence Kamsuda, Daniel Kaluuya, Winston Duke, Lupita Nyong'o, and Martin Freeman are all expected to return. Additional new cast members include Tenoch Huerta as Namor, as well as yet-to-be cast roles from Marvel Comics characters Atuma and Namora. I'm pretty excited for this movie. I have really high hopes. There's already some deep-seated emotion already hovering over this movie, and I just really hope that Ryan Coogler will find a way to channel that into the film and make something absolutely brilliant and beautiful. It's gonna be that indeed. And I can't wait. And we get to see Riri Williams pop up in this thing. So yeah, that's an added bonus, of course. Star Wars Visions debuts a new trailer. Y'all, if you have not seen this trailer, first of all, stop listening to this podcast. Well, no, don't do that. Watch it after. But listen to what I'm saying. So Star Wars Visions is ready to begin sci-fi's most beloved franchise into a new era. After years of pleading, the series is set to debut its first anime starting this September. Now, the trailer for Star Wars Vision has gone live, and y'all, I'm telling you, it's gorgeous. The new trailer gives fans a first look at shorts making up Star Wars Vision. From ancient worlds to Sith feuds, the trailer has it all, and it's packaged in a gorgeous bundle. But, you know, it's kind of hard when you have studios like Trigger and Science Sorara. You're bound to get greatness. As you can imagine, the trailer is bringing the best attention to Star Wars Visions, and fans are already wanting more. Luckily for them, the show is set to debut on Disney Plus on September 22nd with an English and Japanese voice cast. So yes, people were getting the options of dub or sub. This will give Nathan the chance to check out Star Wars Visions in a perfect dub, so we will also leave that choice to you to see it in sub. I might watch sub. I know Donna's gonna watch dub. But yeah, I might watch sub just so I can enjoy it. But just, I mean, y'all, seriously, this looks amazing. Star Wars anime, let's go. Let's go, man. More dopeness coming up. Black Canary movie in development at HBO Max with Journey Smollett. Now, a Black Canary solo movie is in the works at HBO Max, as reported by Collider. Journey will reprise her role as Dinah Lance, with Misha Green being tapped to head and write the project. Black Canary would serve as a reunion of sorts for Smollett and Green, as you all know, who worked together on HBO's Lovecraft Country last year. While HBO has since decided against moving forward with the second season, I'm still hurt about that. Lovecraft Country attracted a dedicated viewership and strong critical praise during its last run. Smollett is currently nominated for an Emmy for her performance in the series. Green also scored a nomination for Outstanding Writing for a Drama Series. While details are still scarce about the project, reports indicate that the film will follow the events of Birds of Prey. The producer, Sue Kroll, will return as producer of the Black Canary project under her Kroll & Company Entertainment banner. I'm excited. I mean, Misha Green wrote the shit out of Lovecraft Country, and Journey Smollett kills everything that she's in. So with them helming this project, I have absolute faith that the Black Canary movie will be dope. And plus, Journey Smollett's gonna be a dope superhero. Plus, we have another black woman for little girls to look up to as a hero. Come on, we can't lose. Can't lose. That is, unless, of course, Warner Brothers goes Warner Brothers and flubs up another DC project. Hopefully to keep their hands off of it. And last, He-Man and the Masters of the Universe trailer released by Netflix. Now, just a few weeks after Kevin Smith's Masters of the Universe Revelation premiered its first volume of episodes, Netflix revealed the first official trailer and release date of a new He-Man theme series, simply titled He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. This will debut on September 16th. This version of the material is geared more toward a younger audience. A previously released description for the series reads, on the planet of Eternia, a young lost prince discovers the power of Grayskull and transforms into He-Man, the master of the universe. A classic battle between He-Man and evil Skeletor rages to new heights as both hero and villain forge new and mighty teams. A new generation of heroes fighting for the fate of us all. In the end, who will become master of the universe? Dope premise. I know there's a lot of He-Man traditionalists out there and just really deep-seated fanboys who are going to see this and go, oh no, I don't like it, I hate it, it's horrible. Yeah, give it a chance. A lot of y'all crapped on the new Masters of the Universe series just because Teela was front, and that just lets me know your sexist card is showing. But you know, that's just how I think. I thought it was dope. It was excellent. Teela deserved those flowers absolutely in that series, and I think this one will be good too. I mean, if nothing else, Donna will love it, and all kids will love it. It gives a new generation of He-Man fans. So yeah, let's embrace this. Let's hop into Thumb Life.
Peace, love, and video games.
That sound like Donkey Kong.
That man is playing Galaga.
Alright gamers, Gamescom 2021 is coming up. It will take place between Wednesday, August 25th and Friday, August 27th. The schedule is as follows. We have the Xbox stream on Tuesday, Gamescom Day 1. We have the open live pre-show with an after show later that day at 1 p.m. Opening live on Wednesday at 11 a.m. Day 2, we have Dying to Know Gamescom Edition, Awesome Indies, Future Game Show at Gamescom, Gamescom Day 3 on Friday starting at 10 a.m. to 3. And then the wrap-up show will be that day at 2:30. Confirmed people who will be there, you have Xbox, Bethesda, Activision, and EA. Let's just see what they're going to reveal. I'm not holding my breath for the new Elder Scrolls trailer. I'm certainly not holding my breath for a new Sims 5 because they just continue to let us down every time they step to a panel. But hopefully I'm wrong and we actually do get the things we're looking for at Gamescom. But yeah, I will definitely be watching and hopefully you all will be too. And the last thing we got for Thumb Life people, we have WWE 2K22. It made a big splash at SummerSlam with a new trailer and a release window, but the news doesn't stop there. 2K has told us that we can expect more concrete information regarding 2K22, including a full announcement of features, modes, and the game's cover superstar and more. That's all set to happen in January of 2022, so circle your calendars. We might get some big roster reveals at the time as well. The game is slated to hit March of 2022, though no exact date has been given. The new screens look amazing. I think what they're showing in the trailer is definitely a next-gen system with 4K. It looks amazing. Hopefully it does go to all the older systems because not everybody has a PS5 or Xbox Series X or S. But it looks dope. Hopefully these modes, hopefully they listened to me and Dono in our video from YouTube. Oh, shameless plug, go check that out. But yeah, it looks dope and hopefully it will not disappoint. Okay, let's speak technical for a moment.
Technically speaking,
your technological advancements 1.21 gigawatts.
Have you tried turning it off and on again?
Okay, technically speaking, Elon Musk says Tesla will release humanoid robots next year. So at Tesla's all-day event, AI Day event, Elon Musk unveiled the Tesla Bot, a humanoid robot that uses much of the tech found in Tesla's car to perform such tasks as getting groceries or attaching a bolt to a car with a wrench. Oh, and a prototype is set to be ready next year. The Tesla bot will stand at about 5'8" and weigh about 125. Fortunately, for those who fear a possible robot uprising, the Tesla is building a bot in a way that you can run away from it and you can most likely overpower it. The goal is seen in some of Tesla's specs, which give it a top speed of 5 miles per hour, a carry capacity of 45 pounds, a deadlift of 150, and an arm extend lift of 10 pounds. The Tesla bot will use much of the same tech found in its cars, including the full self-driving hardware, and it will come equipped with 8 cameras and a high-tech screen in its head. Musk and Tesla want this new Tesla bot to perform dangerous, repetitive, and boring tasks like picking up groceries or fixing a car. These bots would ideally be added to the workforce, and Musk posed the question as to what economy actually is to explain its thoughts. Quote, "What is economy? It is at its foundation, it is labor." Musk said, "What happens when there is no shortage of labor? If all goes well in Musk and Tesla's plans, these Tesla bots will fill those gaps and ensure there are enough workers to go around, even if they aren't living and breathing people." Here are my thoughts on this. First of all, if these guys are creating these robots, they're going to go into the workforce, right? That means less jobs for people out there in the world. That means more crime. That means these robots are going to become part of some sort of, I don't know, police force. They're going to become sentient. And I think we've all seen this movie before and how it ends, right? And the worst part about it is like, it's a robot, bro. Like, you never saw Terminator. You didn't see iRobot. Like, why are you doing this? Why do these guys with all this money sit around and just create horrible ideas? Would I want one of these in my house? Hell no. If you got one in your house, I'm not coming over. I'm sorry. And it says you can run away from it. It depends upon who you are. Chances are whoever getting this is lazy and they can't run that fast anyway. And you can most likely overpower it. Most likely, right? What's going to happen when that bot is choking the life out of you, or it drops your baby? You know what I mean? Oh man, I don't like it. It's a bad idea. It's a bad idea. And I don't think Tesla needs to be putting robots out in the streets like this, man. And what's worse is it has a project name called Optimus Prime. Come on, really? Ah, God. People don't learn anything from movies and comics. But that's the world we live in, I guess, right? Anyways, let's mark out.
So what you gonna do? Goodbye and good night. Bang!
All right, you wrestling smarks. Let's talk SummerSlam. SummerSlam was... I'll just say it was not good. And I'll explain how not good it was. Now, overall, there were some few good spots. I mean, it was cool to see Charlotte win, her Queen's Dozen, get her 12th title. Shout out to her stylist, giving her the Thanos drip. I'm glad they got the belt off Nikki because she was just not a believable champion whatsoever. So that was a wasted Money in the Bank win. Edge and Rollins tore it up as I expected. Tag team matches were, whatever. Kind of repetitive because we saw them all during the week. One highlight, Roman Reigns successfully defeated John Cena in the main event of SummerSlam on that night, and the Tribal Chief didn't have much time to celebrate because suddenly Brock Lesnar's music hit, and out came Brock Lesnar. I'm talking about a ponytail, goatee Brock Lesnar. He looked effing scary. I mean, terrifying. When he immediately approached Reigns, they had a stare off. Universal Champion, he backed off and left with Paul Heyman. Simon from What Culture, shout out to you. He said, let's have a Paul Heyman on a pole match, and whoever can grab Paul Heyman wins the match. Oh man, that would be hilarious, but hey, whatever. My thoughts though, I mean, here we have another part-timer being thrown in the main title picture. Undeservedly. And what's this gonna be? Lesnar Reigns 6? I mean, even if built properly, WWE is going to WWE and F it up. But that's just one of the bad taste in the mouth. That's the mild flavor of bad taste. Here's that hot garbage sauce. So WWE fans went through a roller coaster of emotions on Saturday night. Midway through the show, Bianca Belair arrived for her SmackDown Women's Championship match with Sasha Banks, only to be told that the boss would not be here to compete. Carmella was announced as Banks' replacement, and the crowd was silent, because I don't think anyone actually likes Carmella. Yeah, she's good to look at, but that's about as far as that goes. But after the match was about to begin, we hear Becky Lynch's music hit. Out comes Becky Lynch, being gone for about a year now. And Becky Lynch proceeded to beat down Carmella, throw her out of the ring, call for the match to happen, and it happened that way. So yeah, once again, superstars can call their own matches. They can jump the line and just have title matches whenever they want, regardless of who they are or where they rank. And then we had Bianca Belair versus Becky Lynch. And while fans inside the stadium were thrilled for the match and the fact that Becky Lynch was back, we were shocked because Becky Lynch hit Bianca Belair with a forearm, and then this new move called the what did Michael Cole call it? Some sort of a variation of a rock bottom. The manhandle. Yeah, it's called the manhandle. And within seconds, the match is over. Now, Bianca Belair was a beast in NXT, yet still didn't give her a title. Okay. She was then demoted to Raw and did nothing the entire time she was on Raw. Like the Street Profits, they also got moved to SmackDown, and then when she was on SmackDown, she had a pretty decent feud with Bayley, minus the stupid obstacle courses. Finally, they made her the Royal Rumble winner, and it was just like, yes, let's finally give Bianca Belair the credit and accolades and time she deserved in Spotlight. Now, Sasha and Bianca was brilliant and beautiful. I mean, the shit won an ESPY. It was chef's kiss on many fronts. She was a believable champion, inspirational and dominant. Bianca Belair was everything. But I feel like in a desperate attempt to answer back for Punk, similar to Brock coming back, with Punk arriving in AEW, you bring back the man and give us Finger Poke of Doom 2021. And don't get me wrong, this is going to mess with Bianca, but it's also going to affect Becky too, because fans are idiots. They're going to boo Becky the first night back in SmackDown. Basically, they Kofi'd my girl. They Kofi'd Bianca Belair. Y'all know what happened to Kofi Kingston, right? The debut of SmackDown on Fox, and then Kofi Kingston lost the heavyweight title in 8 seconds. Vince McMahon clearly values white male bodybuilder types and blondes with big titties, or a last name that carries weight in the industry. And very rarely, if you're not those things, you better be something special. And Bianca was definitely something special. She is still something special, but by letting her get squashed by the man in about 10 seconds, you buried everything she's done. And now she's going to sit back in catering, and it's going to suck because she's amazing. Anyway, y'all, that's the pod. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. Thank you all for listening. Please listen to this podcast. Subscribe to this podcast. Let your boy know what you think about this podcast. Visit the website, doyouspeakgeek.com. Follow us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Check out the YouTube channel. Be sure to like and subscribe there. As always, people, live to play to win to live. I speak geek. Do you speak geek?